Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here and make a quick video about what we were entitled to from our parents as children, and that what we are no longer entitled to as adults. The biggest thing in codependency that leads to codependent relationships is the fact that we were entitled to certain treatment from our parents as children, and we didn't receive certain things that we should have received. And then we go the rest of our life looking for partners to give us those things that we should have received from our parents. The difference is, as children, we were entitled to these things. And as adults, now we are no longer entitled to receiving parenting from people. We are no longer entitled to receiving parenting even from our parents. Now, it sucks because, as children, we were entitled to these things. They should have given us a certain amount of attention, a certain amount of love, a certain amount of unconditional love, less judgment, less harsh treatment, whatever it may be. We were entitled to certain things. But now we are adults, and as adults we need to be self-sufficient, right? And so we go around our whole lives looking for partners and friends that give us the things that we didn't receive as children. So let me backtrack a little bit. So when a baby is in the womb, there's no boundaries between mother and baby, right? They're connected by the umbilical cord, and the baby's inside the mother. When the baby's born, now the umbilical cord is cut, there's a slight boundary. There's a little bit less connection, but you're still very much attached to your mother. You're being breastfed, unless some people weren't, but many are breastfed and held closely. And as the children grows and is loved properly and empowered to be an adult, little by little, there's more and more boundaries. So toddlers, are, they come into the bathroom when the mother's going to the bathroom because their toddler feels entitled to attention from the mother. And the toddler doesn't understand boundaries yet. Children don't understand boundaries. They are taught boundaries by the parents, and they are prepared for adulthood by the parent. So they're taught skills to survive and to meet their own needs. The parents are attuned to their child's needs and validate the emotions of the child, allow the child to feel its emotions and process things. So they don't get stored in the body, they're processed, right? Anything that you don't process properly gets stored. And there's a cause and effect. Something caused those emotions. The effect has to be realized. And if the effect is not realized in terms of expressing the emotion and letting it out, it gets stored in the body. So as we get older and older, our parents prepare us for adulthood, little by little, kind of like a bird to leave the nest. They give us the skills that we need to leave the nest. They give us the appropriate love and attention and nurturing and discipline and things that we needed to become adults and to break that entitled feeling. Because children, newborns, toddlers, there's an energy of entitlement, and our parents are supposed to kind of taper us off of that, so that we're no longer feel entitled to anything. We're self-sufficient adults. But what happens is our parents don't prepare us for adulthood properly. They don't set proper boundaries. Or we might have not received certain things from certain parents. Maybe your parent was physically unavailable, not there at all. Or maybe your parent was there but not really attuned to your needs and was emotionally absent. Or maybe they were very harsh on you and very rough on you, or maybe you received too much nurturing from one parent and not enough from the other parent. So you got addicted to the nurturing from one parent, and you hate the fact that the other parent wasn't doing what your other parent was doing, right? You wanted one parent to be like the other parent. And so there's this like energy of entitlement and of things that you feel like you didn't receive, and then you'll go the rest of your life looking for this. And so one of the biggest realizations I had to make on my journey of healing this and healing codependency is that as an adult, I'm no longer entitled to parenting. You know, I'm not entitled to my parents being something for me because I'm an adult. And that was a difficult lesson to learn. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Everything that you're feeling is valid. Everything that you should have received that you didn't receive is valid. Everything that happened to you that should not have happened to you is valid. And now, as adults, we want to be self-sufficient. We don't want to keep complaining to our parents that they're not doing something for us. We don't want to keep complaining to our parents that they should be doing something for us that we need them to do for us that they should have done in childhood. It's time to, little by little, let that go. And because when we heal this with our parents is when we heal it in our relationships. As I said, you were entitled to certain things as children. And our parents are supposed to prepare us to be our own mother and father growing up. If we have a healthy balance of masculine and feminine energy in our childhood, we are trained to be our own mother and our own father. And so we go around, then we're fully sufficient adults, and we look for a partner, not a parent in our partners. We don't look for a partner that gives us something that we wish our parent had given us, right? And so that's what I teach in my Inner Power Couple programs and in my concept and in my ebook that I'm currently writing, is how to learn to be your own mother and your own father, and how to parent your inner child properly. Because if we did not receive the proper masculine and feminine balance in childhood, then we have an internal imbalance, and we are attempting to parent our inner child through this imbalance. We may be over mothering our inner child and not giving our inner child the healthy masculine discipline and protection and boundaries and whatever it needs from the masculine side. Or we might be too much on the masculine side and too many boundaries, too much discipline, and not enough nurturing. We don't know how to nurture ourselves. So keep up and like and subscribe this video if you want to hear more about the Inner Power Couple concept on how to be your own mother and your own father to your inner child in a proper balance and have a healthy inner family, so that we no longer need a partner